All right, so story time. So I call my old head to get advice because I'm planning to move. So I'm thinking sooner or later, so I'm getting advice. Obviously he's going to be an old head. He's going to gatekeep. He's not even fully focused on what I'm saying. He's focused on the game that he's watching. But either way, I stay on the phone and be patient. So fast forward, he tells me to check on somebody. So I tell him, okay, I'll head downtown to go check on this person. So on my way downtown, I see this little old lady. She's really frail, and she has like a little cart that she's pushing. Her little cart has like one tennis ball at the bottom, so I guess that's for her to slide and not mess up floors and stuff. So what the lady does is, as she's walking by me or like pushing by me, she says, "Hey, can you spare $1, young man?" And I look at her, and on a cold level, I was honest. I said, "No, I don't have $1 to give you." And I keep moving. As I'm walking, I feel like my higher self, my inner self says, "Why are you lying? You definitely got $1, bro." I said, "Yeah, you're right." So I turn around and I say, "Hey, excuse me, I definitely got $1. So now I go check in my bag. I'm going through my change. I give her $2. So she smiles. She almost looks like she wants to cry. And I says, "You have a good day, all right?" So I leave. Walking down the street. So now I get to like this little club, but I'm not going in the club. I'm walking by, and I get ready to cross the street, and I see this lady look at me. And I look at the lady, but before I lock eyes with her, I look around, man, I see a lot of cars. I'm like, man, for a Sunday, it's a lot of cars out here. So I look around, and I realize all of these cars, like 6-7 figure cars, man. Like, these people are really doing it. I was like, okay, out here getting money. I'm getting money. But I can't help but notice this lady. So I walk over to her. Now, I instantly get mad because I know what it's like to feel overlooked, or somebody's trying to, like, play you or not acknowledge your existence. And I turn and I look at her, and I say, "Hey, I said, you okay?" And she almost looks sad. I said, "You need anything?" She says, "Yeah, can you get me a raspberry tea?" I said, "Sure, no problem." So I walk to the store. There's a guy. He looks angry. He's in front of the building. And he's kind of irate. He's rapping and cursing out loud. I walk up to him, and he looks at me, stares at me, I stare at him. And it was like a real recognized real moment. And I just put my fist to him like, "I understand, bro." And as I'm walking away, he's like, "Yo, see, that's a real one right there." He's screaming at the top of his lungs, "That's a real one right there." Mind you, I didn't say a word. So I get across the street, and I go, the store's not open. I can't get into the store. I'm like, okay, let me try Dunkin' Donuts. So Dunkin' Donuts across the street. So I go to Dunkin' Donuts, and I go and I ask for the tea. I didn't even know they made those teas, but I just humored them. So I got that, and I got a half an espresso shot. So as it's getting made, I go sit down and relax. As I'm waiting, this guy comes out of nowhere. He looks like he worked all day. He looked maybe a mechanic or something. He's talking Spanish, loud Spanish, like he knew the dude behind the counter. And the dude behind the counter, when I went to order the food, or should I say just the tea and the espresso shot, he was very, very kind. Like, he really loved his job and very authoritative at the same time. It's a good combo. And he was like, his customer service was awesome. I said, all right. So as the guy is there, the dude comes and tells me that the tea and stuff is done, and the guy is trying to order, and he's being really loud. And he quiets him down, and he says no. I said, "It's his turn." And he almost like kind of moves him out the way a little bit. So I come grab the stuff, I pay for it, and I said, "Thank you, man." And he says, "No, you're welcome." Then he takes the dude's order. So I walk out, and I walk all the way back over there where the lady was, and I know she probably thought I wasn't going to come back. It was really cool. I walk back over there, and I'm like, "Hey, you thought I wasn't coming back, huh?" I'm smiling at her. She looked sad, but it looked like that made her day. Warmed her heart a lot. I know it did. So I give her the raspberry tea, and I say, "This should help with this cold. I know it's cold out here. And you have a blessed night. And if I get my hands on the cover, I promise you I'll walk it back down to you. So I walk off, and as I'm walking off, I see a dude come out of one of the clubs, and this dude's fresh head to toe. And it kind of upset me because I'm like, in my head, it's like these people got all of this money and they can buy all of these things. They can buy all this liquor and treat all these girls and trick on these girls. And there's somebody that could be your mom, your aunt, your sister, right across the street suffering. And you don't care. You don't care at all. You overlook these people. You overlook people that don't have what you have. But who are you to look down on people? Because one day, God can take all of that stuff away from you. Ever heard the story of Job? He will humble you. Show a little more kindness and compassion and caring to others. Life is short, and you will be judged how you lived your life in this realm, whether you believe in that stuff or not. But I love and I appreciate y'all. You feel what I'm saying? We only live one time. Let's make the most of it. And that was just my little story, man. My little 6-7 minute story. But I felt like I made that lady's day. And usually I don't even share that type of stuff, but it was cool.